In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the small forward from Gonzaga University, Julian Strawther. Strawther is a 3-level scoring small forward who is an elite shot maker from the mid-range. We're looking for Strawther to have an increased role on the team, so he'll have the opportunity to produce better numbers. Looking on the right column, we can compare Strawther's measurables to the averages of the last year of college stats of 125 wings that were drafted into the NBA during the last 6 drafts dating back to 2017. The blue shaded stats are in line with NBA draftees. Green is above their college stats and red is below. We realize that stats are not everything, but they do give us some perspective on how players measure up to previously drafted NBA players. We can see from looking at Strawther's measurables that some of his numbers are quite a bit lower than NBA draftees, especially on shot attempts. And that's primarily due to his role on the team, where he had 2 teammates who were drafted into the NBA. Strawther's splits were 49% from the field, 37% from 3, and 70% from the free throw line. Where he comes up short is his shot volume, which was due to his role on the team where he was playing alongside of 2 first-round draft picks. Last year, Strawther was tied for 4th in shot attempts with only 7 per game and tied with 3 other teammates at just 24 minutes per game. We're looking for Strawther to have a much bigger role in the 2022-2023 season. We can see from looking at his highlights that not only does he shoot it well from 3, but he can score on the inside. He is really elite at soft touch finishes. His floaters are runners and are exceptionally efficient. Digging deeper into his play types, we can see that spot ups, transitions, and cutting are his primary ways of scoring. And this is right in line with the play types of most NBA teams. Strawther has a very quick release, especially on his threes. But where he's exceptional is around the rim. He's got very good soft touch finishes, either high banking shots or floaters. He gets it up so quickly that it's almost impossible to block. Moving on to assists and decision making. Again, kind of low on assists, but his turnover rate and turnovers were low. Again, most of these stats are due to his role on the team and the number of minutes he played per game. That said, definitely want to see what type of passes he has. The basic passes, which are kickouts and swing passes, are fine, but we really want to see advanced passes like pocket passes off pick and roll, transition touch passes. Again, not a lot of those. Moving on to rebounding and defense, despite just playing 24 minutes, Strawther really crashed the boards, and he's got 1 full rebound less than the average drafted NBA wing. But keep in mind that that's because he's playing about 10 minutes a game less than most drafted wings, which are typically averaging about 30 minutes a game. Steals and blocks are pretty much the same. Now, some of this is due. Another indicator is the combo stat. Combo stat is a combination of the steal and block rate. This is used by many NBA teams as a leading indicator for functional athleticism and defensive playmaking. And since you have to be 2 steps ahead, it's also used as an indicator for defensive IQ. Strawther's combo stat is a bit low, since it's based on your time on the floor, not the number of minutes. We would like to see more production in these areas of steals and blocks. So Julian Strawther's NBA skill will be mid-range shot making. His winning detail is moving without the ball, and the wanna-sees are just greater production based upon a greater role and more on the minutes on the floor. Want to increase his shooting efficiency, especially on higher volume. Want to see him increase his defensive metrics in blocks and steals. So there you have it. Julian Strawther, small forward, Gonzaga University.